Good evening and welcome back to another episode of The Longing, where today we are going to be continuing to read Poe's poems, I believe it was. And I think the poem was Tamerlane, or Tamerlane. So it's this one. Tamerlane 1. I have sent for thee, holy friar, but 'twas not with the drunken hope, which is but agony of desire. To shun the fate with which to cope is more than crime may dare to dream. That I have called thee at this hour, such farther is not my theme, nor am I mad to deem that power of earth may shrive me of the sin unearthly pride hath revelled in. I would not call thee fool, old man, but hope is not a gift of thine. If I can hope, O God, I can. It falls from an eternal shrine. 2. The grey wall of this gaudy tower grows dim around me, death is near. I had not thought until this hour, when passing from the earth that ear, of any were it not the shade of one whom in life I made. All mystery but a simple name might know the secret of a spirit, bowed down in sorrow and in shame. Shame, saidst thou? I did inherit that hated portion with the fame, the worldly glory which has shone, a demon light around my throne, scorching my seared heart with a pain. Not hell shall make me fear again. 3. I have not always been as now, the fevered diadem on my brow. I claimed and won usurpingly. I the same heritage hath given Rome to Caesar, this to me. The heirdom of a kingly mind, and a proud spirit which hath striven triumphantly with humankind. That one was a bit of a tricky one to decipher. In mountain air I first drew life, the mists of the Taglay have shed. 2. Nightly their dews on my young head, and my brain drank their venom then, when, after day of perilous strife, with chamois I would seize his den, and slumber in my pride of power, the infant monarch of the hour. For, with the mountain dew by night, my soul imbibed unhallowed feeling, and I would feel its essence stealing in dreams upon me, while the light flashing from cloud that hovered o'er would seem to my half-closing eye the pageantry of monarchy, and the deep thunder's echoing roar came hurriedly upon me, telling of war. Telling of war and tumult, where my voice, my own voice, silly child, was swelling. Oh how would my wild heart rejoice, and leap within me at the cry, the battle cry of victory. 4. The rain came down upon my head, but barely sheltered, and the wind passed quickly o'er me, but my mind, was maddening, for 'twas man that shed. I'm really struggling with this rhythm structure. I'm going to start that again. 4. The rain came down upon my head, but barely sheltered, and the wind passed quickly o'er me, but my mind was maddening, for 'twas man that shed laurels upon me, and the rush, the torrent of the chilly air, gurgled in my pleased ear the crush of empires with the captive's prayer, the hum of suitors, the mixed tone of flattery round a sovereign's throne. The storm had ceased, and I awoke. Its spirit cradled me to sleep, and as it passed me by there broke strange light upon me, though it were my soul in mystery to steep. For I was not as I had been, the child of nature, without care, all thought save the passing scene. 5. My passions from that hapless hour usurped a tyranny which men have deemed since I have reached to power. My innate nature be it so. But farther there lived one who, then in my boyhood, when their fire burned with a still intenser glow, for passion must with youth expire, even then who deemed this iron heart in woman's weakness had a part. I have no words, alas, to tell the loveliness of loving well, nor would I dare attempt to trace the breathing beauty of a face, which even to my impassioned mind leaves not its memory behind. In spring of life have ye ne'er dwelt, some object of delight upon, with steadfast eye till ye have felt the earth reel and the vision gone. And I have held to memory's eye one object and but one, until its very form hath passed me by, but left its influence with me still. 6. 'Tis not to thee that I should name, thou canst not, wouldst not dare to think, the magic empire of a flame, which even upon this perilous brink hath fixed my soul, though unforgiven, by what it lost for passion, heaven. I loved, and oh, how tenderly! Yes, she was worthy of all love, such as in infancy was mine, though then its passion could not be. 'Twas such as angel minds above might envy her young heart the shrine, on which my every hope and thought were incense then a godly gift, for they were childish without sin, pure as her young example taught. Why did I leave it and adrift, trust to the fickle star within? 7. We grew in age and love together, roaming the forest and the wild, my breast her shield in wintry weather, and when the friendly sunshine smiled, and she would mark the opening skies, I saw no heaven but in her eyes. Even childhood knows the human heart, for when in sunshine and in smiles, from all our little cares apart, laughing at her silly wiles, I'd throw me on her throbbing breast, and pour my spirit out in tears. She'd look up in my wildered eye. There was no need to speak the rest, no need to quiet her kind fears. She did not ask the reason why. The hallowed memory of those years comes o'er me in those lonely hours, and with sweet loveliness appears as perfume of strange summer flowers, of flowers which we have known before, in infancy which scene recall, to mind not flowers alone but more, our earthly life and love and all. 8. Yes, she was worthy of all love, even such as from the accursed time my spirit with the tempest strove, when on the mountain peak alone. Ambition lent it a new tone, and bade it first to dream of crime. My frenzy to her bosom taught, we still were young, no purer thought dwelt in seraph's breast than thine. 3. For passionate love is still divine. I loved her as an angel might, with ray of the all-living light, which blazes upon Edis's shrine. 4. It is not surely sin to name, with such as mine, that mystic flame. I had no being but in thee, the world with all its train of bright and happy beauty, for to me all was an undefined delight. The world its joy, its share of pain, which I felt not, its body's forms, of varied being which contain the bodiless spirits of the storms, the sunshine and the calm, the ideal, and fleeting vanities of dreams, fearfully beautiful, the real, nothings of midday waking life, of an enchanted life which seems, now as I look back, the strife of some ill demon with a power, which left me in an evil hour, all that I felt, or saw, or thought, crowding, confused, became with thine unearthly beauty fraught, thou and the nothing of a name. And with that, I'm just going to quickly check. No, we are going to end it there. I was just seeing if it was going to end on the next page, but it's not. So I will say thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, or night, no matter what time of day it is. I hope you all have a wonderful one of it. And as always, we will be back tomorrow for more of The Longing. Goodbye.